Hey, what's going on YouTube? Welcome to Post Cologne. Today I'm going to be unboxing two new fragrances I recently got in from the house of Zimaya. So let's jump into it. All right, we are back with another unboxing first impressions video of two new fragrances I recently got in from the sub-brand of Afnan, the Zimaya line. Links are gonna be down in the description if you decide you want to check either of these fragrances out. Also have some coupon codes, save yourself a few bucks at a variety of different places if you decide you want to shop with them. So pretty stoked on this. I've had some good luck with the Zimaya line so far, so hoping to keep that trend continuing. So let's quit screwing around and let's get into it. All right, kicking things off from the house of Zimaya, we're going with Zimaya Zukhruf Cherry. Now you can scoop this up for about $40 at various discounters, and I don't know too much about this one. I do know this is a flanker to the Zimaya Zukhruf, the original, which was like a decent Sauvage clone. So let's try the cherry, shall we? All right, now we have the box presentation for Zimaya Zukhruf Cherry. Nice looking thick cardboard box, has some nice kind of shimmery gold patterns on the sides, all the necessaries on the back, and we do have the front here that is showing the bottle. That is the bottle sitting right there that opens up like so, revealing our fragrance bottle sitting on the inside of this nice little foam insert, I suppose. So decent looking box presentation on this. Bottle presentation, it looks very similar to the Zukhruf Black, if you've seen that one before. Very similar, just a different color. So nice thick glass, has these, this is metal on the side, these little doodad ornaments that are going on right there. Nice thick base going on to it and kind of a nice pattern. This is a plasticky kind of front cover to it. Cap on this is mostly metal, has a plastic inside, but this has some weight to it. Will definitely hurt your foot if you drop it and won't crush my powerful hands. And the atomizer on this bad boy, nice atomizer. Fat sprays, goes a decent distance, not too far, but nice fat sprays will absolutely get the job done. But what does this smell like? So right off the rip, just smelling this in the air, as you'd expect, lots of cherry coming through with this one. So has that kind of black cherry sort of vibe going on to it. There is some additional like fruity sweetness that's mixing in there, and there is a little floral touch as well. And I am picking up like a little touch of some almonds, but it's really obviously a cherry dominant fragrance at this point. But it's a good cherry. Like I find a lot of cherry fragrances kind of have a really kind of synthetic, almost like kind of cherry chapstick sort of vibe. This has a little bit more kind of a natural feel going on to it. So digging in the air so far. Let's get this on paper. Yeah, so right out the gate, just smelling this off paper, very much a black cherry that's coming forward in the initial opening here. And I am getting little touches of some vanilla coming in, but it's really this like nice, rich, kind of sweet, dark style of black cherry that's in there. And there is like that additional fruity sweetness that's coming in, like maybe a plum sort of note that's coming in, little hint of some florals, but like I said at the very beginning and off this test strip, very much a cherry forward fragrance. Has a bit of that kind of Tom Ford Lost Cherry sort of vibe going on right now, but we'll dig deeper. Yeah, as this is opening up a little bit more, there is that touch of almond that's coming forward a little bit more, but the cherry is really nice. It's, if you're familiar, it's kind of like a jar of like maraschino cherries, so it has that kind of like that syrupy sweetness without being kind of like a nauseating syrupy sweetness. Just has that kind of like that added kind of sugariness that's going on to it, but it really accentuates that black cherry note that's coming through. But that nice touch of almond that's in there as well, and a little hint of that vanilla sweetness. So it's a very sweet fragrance, but it's not like over the top sugary sweet. It's just kind of a nice, elegant, fruity sweetness at this point. I'm digging it. Yeah, this is really holding strong to that cherry note. I am detecting a little bit of woods coming up, so there's like a hint of some cedar that's coming through, a little bit of sandalwood perhaps, like it's starting to get kind of that smooth, woody sort of feel going on to it. But you're picking up on some of that kind of almost spiced wood, like kind of an aromatic, spicy cedar that's coming through. But like I said, very much a cherry dominant fragrance with that little kiss of some almonds, little bit of some plums, some like white floral around the edges, but digging this one so far, eager to see what this dries down to. So let's skip to the dry down, see how this unfolds, and we'll go from there. All right, back with the dry down of Zimaya Zukhruf Cherry. Been about an hour, let it settle down, do its own thing. This did change in the dry down a decent amount, so it still has that kind of backbone of that cherry going on, still has hints of that fruity plum that's in there as well, but a lot of this kind of white floral aspect has come forward in this dry down, so it is starting to tilt a lot more into the feminine territory. I was finding this was a fairly unisex fragrance if you're into cherry style of fragrances. I was finding with that opening that, you know, you could kind of pull it off either way. You still can, depends on what fragrance types you like. But I find this is, like with the florals that are getting introduced in the dry down, I'm finding this is tilting a lot more into the feminine territory. Really nice, smooth, creamy style of vanilla that's coming through with that sandalwood. So has that kind of soft, woody kind of touch going on to it with this nice sweet vanilla that's there mixing in with that floral aspect, that cherry, that additional plum. There is some additional woody notes and some like a little bit of kind of a texture from a tonka that's coming through, but it's really about that cherry, the fruitiness that's coming through with that white floral and the nice, smooth, creamy sandalwood vanilla combination. It's a really nice smell and fragrance. Just for me personally, I do find this tilts feminine. So overall, if that sounds like something you might want to check out, I think for 40 bucks pending performance, I think this was a good pickup. That's Zimaya's Zukhruf Cherry. All right, next up from the Zimaya line, we're going with Zimaya's Wujood. Now, you can also pick this up for in and around $40 at discounters, and don't know too much about this one. It's very similar to the Wujood in terms of the presentation, but that's as far as it goes for my knowledge, so let's jump in. All right, there we have the box presentation for Zimaya's Wujood. Nice looking box presentation, has a nice kind of shimmery gold kind of lining going on there, nice thick cardboard box. Kind of has a bit of a textured side going on to it. Nice looking kind of Victorian pattern that's kind of like faded, antiqued into the back. So decent box looking presentation, and open it up like that to reveal our bottle sitting on the inside like so. So decent box presentation for this one as well. And the bottle presentation, like I said, this is very similar to the Wujood, the WA fragrance from Zimaya, just different color going on to it. So kind of a nice looking bottle to it, kind of an elegant feel, really thick base. It's kind of a little hard to see, but it's got a really thick base going on to this one. Nice shimmery gold, so overall bottle presentation looks nice. And cap on this, nice thick heavy metal. This will definitely hurt your foot if you drop it, and it will not crush my powerful hands. And the atomizer on this sucker, also a very nice atomizer. Fat puffs, goes a decent distance, will absolutely get the job done. What does it smell like? So right out the gate, just smelling this in the air, really kind of saffron, elemi forward style of fragrance, a bit of black pepper that's going on to it as well. Little hint of some sweetness, but it's really got this like waxy elemi feel that's going on to it. You're definitely getting that spicy saffron that's coming through mixing with that black pepper. It sort of reminds me of the Baby Cat's YSL Baby Cat style of DNA with that kind of like texture, that really waxy style of elemi that you get. I'm not saying this is necessarily like a clone of it, but the elemi and the saffron coming forward are very, very much in that territory. So let's get this on paper. Let's dive in. So right off the rip, just smelling this off paper, a little bit more vanilla is present when I'm testing this off the test strip than it was in the air. So you're still getting that elemi, that black pepper, that saffron that's coming forward, but it's balanced off really nice with like this nice kind of almost like floral vanilla style of sweetness that's coming through. So it's kind of a delicate vanilla that's coming through, just kind of softening off, because like in the air, like that elemi and that saffron were really like hitting you hard with that black pepper, just kind of accentuating it. But the vanilla that's coming through on this is kind of just rounding out the edges, but it is a very nice fragrance. As it's opening up a little bit more, this nice ambery musk is coming forward. So it's giving it like a little bit of like a coziness, some additional sweetness that's there. And it's really starting to balance off that saffron, elemi, black pepper note. So they're really fusing together quite nice and kind of like having a nice dance, if you will. They're not like competing, but they're very like a nice contrast between the two. So it's not as like it was in the opening, like I said, when I sprayed it in the air, that really waxy elemi and that spicy saffron is really getting toned down by this ambery muskiness that's coming through with that vanilla. The black pepper is still there, but it's starting to kind of die down a little bit, so it's not really accentuating that spice profile, just adding some like depth and some character to it. But I'm digging this one so far. This is nice. It's moving away from that Baby Cat style of DNA. That opening in the air really reminded me of Baby Cat, but it's starting to kind of take its own direction right now. Yeah, this is really like transitioning into a very lovely fragrance. The muskiness that's coming through, like a kind of a sweet, soft musk that's coming through, that's mixing in with all those other elements, is really doing it for me at this point. So let's skip to the dry down, see how this unfolds, and we'll go from there. All right, back with the dry down of Zimaya's Wujood. Been about an hour, let it settle down, do its own thing. Really nice dry down on this. So that white muskiness that was coming forward in that midpoint is really kind of settled in, moving in with this like really nice, like soft, almost velvety style of like amber vanilla that's there. and it just mixes in really nice with that white musk. So it just has this kind of like this coziness to it, this sort of soft, sweet sort of feel going on to it, but it's contrasting with some really nice spices that are still there. So I'm still getting that kind of waxy texture from that elemi, some more kind of earthy spices that are coming through, as well as that saffron. And the saffron that comes through with this is not your like kind of leathery style of saffron. It's just kind of that spicy style of saffron that you would get from certain fragrances. And it is mixing in with kind of like an earthy, fresh spice that's there, and it just blends in really nice and contrasts really nice with that kind of soft, cozy, sensual, sweet white musk and amber that's there. And overall, I'm really quite enjoying this one. It still reminds me of Baby Cat. I know this is not like a direct clone of Baby Cat, but it's just the saffron elemi aspect of this, and some of that kind of that fresh, spicy earthiness that's coming through really kind of like has my brain going in that. So I'm not sure what this is exactly cloning. If you're familiar with the Baby Cat DNA and you enjoy that, I think you're really gonna like this one. But overall, I'm really eager to get this on skin and see what it does, because I am enjoying that contrast, that musk that comes through with all those spices and textures. Really interesting fragrance, and I am enjoying this one quite a bit. And I think the performance on this is gonna be quite good. This is the first thing I smell when I walk back in the room, and it is pushing off the paper fairly well. So overall, for 40 bucks, pending performance, I think this is a great pickup. That's Zimaya's Wujood. All right, so there you have it. That's my unboxing of 2 hidden gem Zimaya fragrances that I recently picked up. But I want to hear from you guys. What are some other Zimaya or even Afnan fragrances you want to see me do a full review on? Comment down below. Love hearing from you guys. Love getting your different recommendations, your hidden gems, different taste and scent profiles. Appreciate you. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see y'all next time.